What up YouTube, it's me, your favourite C. How you doing? It is Monday 6th, 7th? 6th, I'll give it 6th. 6th of February, hope you're okay. I've got another charity shop, it's because of the next word, charity shop / Carboot haul. Yeah. Went to the charity shop on Saturday, or went round, went a bit further afield on Saturday with the wife and Liam. It's not that further afield. It's further afield than what I'd normally go. To Penkridge. And then some local ones close to me. And then went to the first Carboot. Well, it's not the first Carboot, there was a Carboot last week. The first Carboot for me of the year. It was aight. It was aight. You know what I mean? Which means alright. It wasn't great, but I'm glad I mixed the two. I thought, as I said, I'm going sourcing all the way until the 14th and then stopping at the 14th. Let my money catch up. Until I'm back on a good rhythm. You feel me? Right, so let's get down to it. Let's get down to business. That's a song. Right. Where we at? I've got so much stuff around. What shall I do first? I'm trying to situate myself in a way that I can just, you know, it's easily put away. I don't think I will. Right, we'll do the clothing first. Right, we have. Now, I don't normally pick up this brand. I've still got coats, Winsmore coats, listed that have been listed for a while. But this is kind of, it's wool, or wool blend. So I've made a bit of a exception on this one. I wouldn't normally just pick a random Winsmore. But yeah, thought it looked kind of woolly. So it's a wool blend. It says wool blend and other fabrics in the on the material tag. So this cost me £8. What am I going for? So seems a lot. About £50. Seems a bit high. Maybe they're going high because of winter at the minute. I've written down that number as well. It's not like somebody else has done the research. So yeah, £50 apparently. Shouldn't have freaking kind of can't wait. I've kind of I can only think of a rude reference to what I'm trying to say. Sorry. I'm gonna shut my loud early. And he's joking. Never do that. Right, yeah, so £8, £50 on that one. £50 Right. Up next, yeah, I picked up these. They're only £1. I didn't realise they were £1 when I picked them up. But some Ted Baker trousers. I've had Ted Baker trousers before, but I think they were wool blend as well. But these are only just cotton blend, I think these were. So they cost £1. I'll get some money back on them. £20, I think, on these. Yeah, difficult to research. There's a lot of Ted Baker stuff out there. Not any kind of unique name from what I could tell. Get in the bag. Up next, a G-Star jacket. I've talked about G-Star stuff before. If you've been watching my videos for a while, each of the material tags on a G-Star item has a name. So like this one was, let's see if I can find it. I was going to try and remember off the top of my head. This one was CL City JKT. It's a CL City jacket, basically. Could find one listed. I think it was like £54 from Lithuania. So I'm just zipping it up. If it will zip up. Oh no, I found a fault. So yeah, I think it was 54 quid from Lithuania. Couldn't find any unsold, but then noticed on the tag that's in there, that one, it says G-Star Raw Correct Line. So Correct Line isn't one that I've seen before. So yeah, G-Star Correct Line. Search that, found me a price off doing the correct, off searching Correct Line. So Correct Line, £5.99. This cost me 30 quid. The bag's getting too full. This one, these I always pick up Wrangler if they're under a £5. They hang about a bit and they might go for a reduced price, but they're like, I've sold a couple of pairs this weekend. So yeah, Wrangler, but I should have checked the tag. You know, there's normally Wrangler Texas, the Wrangler Texas Stretch, Wrangler Regular Fit, Wrangler Ice, Wrangler Arizona, Wrangler Greensboro. There's loads of different names, but this hasn't got a name, just Wrangler. So it hasn't got a name. So look kind of the tag looks vintage. So I might do a little bit more research, or I might just be a lazy arse as I have while researching them. And I've just put Wrangler blue jeans and I've gone by the size and the material. So yeah, about 20 quid I've gone for them. I might do a little bit more research. There's some kind of, I have searched the codes that are on the tag, but nothing was coming up. I might just go for 20 quid, sorry. Just go by the size and then 20 quid. These were from the Carboot. There's a regular clothing seller at the Carboot that always has football tops and stuff like that. So this was a Father, a British Lions rugby top from 2017. I am getting over the other end of my cold. I've started sleeping now in the night, which is nice. So this was a £5. 20 quid on that one. So yeah, British Lions. And then this one was a nice one. Again, from the same person. This one was 8 quid. An Arsenal, I didn't write the year down, which is unfortunate. I think it was 2015, 2016. But it's got Ozil on the back. Right, I'm going to give you a tip. Watch, if you ever get football tops, and people who probably sell clothing are going, well, duh. But I'm just like, for the novices out there, just because you see a number on the back and a name, do not just pick it up because it's got a number and a name. I think I've done this once before, but it might like be Baza7 or Simo. You know, everybody's nicknames end with an O. Simo or, you know, Craigie or something like that. And it's someone who just had their name and number on the back. Ozil is an Arsenal player, so yeah, just to be aware. But yeah, an Arsenal top from 2015, 2016. I'll go for 35 quid on that one. The prices kind of varied, but there was Arsenal tops from that year, 2015, 2016. Ones were going for 60 quid, but it had Arteta on the back. Arteta is the current Arsenal manager. So I'm guessing that's why they're going for like 60 quid. Do you know what I mean? A vintage, well, kind of an old, you know, an old Arsenal top from, what is it, 7 years ago? It is, isn't it? Yeah, from 7 years ago, with the current manager's name on, might go for 60 quid. Ozil, I don't think he left on a good note, but still 35 quid. And then the last bit of clothing is this weird fish. I like these weird fish t-shirts. I sold a couple lately that I had listed. Just these weird fish t-shirt. You'll have normal kind of weird fish stuff where it's kind of the active brand. It's kind of a novelty part of it. Weird fish, and it is cod roe phobia or something. I don't know. But it's kind of a mod look. That's the back. Yeah, 450 on that one. 25 quid I'll shoot for, but you know, with all the clothing, I'll say a price now, but they'll most likely the price will come down. So yeah, that is all the clothing. So you need to be sort of oh, actually, it's not all the clothing. I'm leaving the 2 bits of clothing till last. Might be here. Right, I'll give this one first. It's standing out. This one, now I thought I paid up on this. I wasn't. It was at the Carboot. The lady asked. To be fair, should I say what happened? The wife's not around. What happened was the lady. No, she was older than me. You know, she started giving a bit of the charm. You know what I mean? Giving a bit of the charm. We started like back and forth and all that, and then I ended up paying a £5 for a basket. So yeah, it works. But I wouldn't have paid a £5 for this if the lady wasn't going, oh, you know, and I'm like, yeah, my arms do look big in this, don't they? You know, and then I end up paying a £5 for a basket. But yeah, a wicker picnic basket. It hasn't got the lid. But 25 quid. I'm actually surprised. About 25 quid for that kind of basket. So yeah, 25 quid. I was happily surprised. So 25 quid on that one. Hello, Charlie Bear. Charlie Bear's here. Should I pick this up? Oh, this one here, man. Something's going to break. Right, this was from a charity shop, just a Maruno style swan. I knew it wasn't going to be anything, you know, like the fish. The fish the other day was about 20 quid. You got the clowns that might go for like 30, 40. But I knew that wasn't going to be worth a lot. I've sold swans before, but smaller ones. Only about a tenner. It's only about a tenner on that one. This one was a bit of a punt. I just did an image search. When I did an image search, ones were coming up bigger than this, but they were on Etsy. It's a Portuguese, well, it's just kind of made up words. It's a gold tone, Portuguese, filigree, figurine ship. Those are the words I'm going to use anyway. But yeah, there's some that are bigger than this that we're going for all right money on Etsy. Looking it up, not that much really. Only about a tenner really. So about a tenner on that. That's what I'm going to shoot for. Unless somebody, you know, goes, no, they're fucking worth millions. So they're worth millions. Yeah. This is all going to fall. It's all going to fall in disaster. I don't think there's anything in there that's delicate. I think the glass thing was the only thing that was delicate. And picked up some Lokes. These are Lokes Maxton. Only one pair of sold on eBay at the minute. These were a tenner. There. They're not on this list. No, there they are. These were a tenner, about 30 quid. And then I'll put you there. Some Skechers Arch Fit. Again, these were a charity shop find. Skechers Go Walk. They are Arch Fit as well. The size 10. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see there, they're a bit beat up on the heels on both of these. So they're a bit beat up there. What have I said? Yeah, Skechers 6 quid, 25. So you could get about 30, but with them being beat up at the back there, I've gone down to 25. So 25. Picked up some wrestling figures. These are £1 each. This is more to do with me collecting wrestling figures rather than eBay, if I'm honest. I've got a collection of them upstairs in the loft now. I'm kind of gutted when one sells. It's like, oh, it's not just a way of collecting wrestling figures again, but we're not playing with them. This one is Apollo Crews. I'm touching his penis. I apologise, Apollo. Apollo Crews. Again, if you do with these wrestling figures, if you get Google Lens on your phone, which it's a godsend to me, I've got to be honest, I use it daily. Maybe not daily. But yeah, if you do a Google search on the wrestling figures, you'll find, with a little bit of, looking, you will find the actual name for these. So when I used to sell wrestling figures, I'd just go Apollo Crews action figure, WWE action figure, and then I'd use my own kind of keywords that I knew from watching wrestling. So, he's got a gimmick where he's called the Nigerian Prince or Apollo Crews, or he's got another name and he was an indie wrestler. So I'd know that kind of stuff. But now when I do wrestling figures, I'll do an image search of the figure and it'll tell me what series it's from. So they've all got different kind of series. This is an Elite 49. So Apollo Crews, it's Elite 49. Not a lot of money, only about £4. Chatted all that and it's not really that much. This one is Finn Balor. I've already got 2 other Finn Balors listed, obviously, on eBay, and I'm not collecting them. Is that a cat getting in my bag? No. Is that a cat getting in my basket? I thought it was a cat. No. Finn Balor, that is a Series 98 one. Cost me £1, £4. As I said, not a lot of money in these. This is an Undertaker Series 100. That'll go for £6. And this one, a Stone Cold Steve Austin one. For some reason his legs aren't bending. What's only unique about these, he's got the white braces on. The rest of the time he's always got black trunks on. But he's got white braces on. That's a Series 100 as well. A tenner. But it's a tenner abroad. But we'll go for a tenner on that one. Right. Don't drop anything. What we got? Yeah. This one, now I thought this would be a decent find. It's a Buzz Lightyear. Only cost me £3. But unfortunately, it's got a Bonnie stamp on the foot. So these don't go for as much money as the old vintage Andy ones. It's only about a tenner on that, by the looks of it. So a tenner on that one. We have some Hotters, only a size 3, so they're only going to be kids. But these are Mabel. The Mabel ones have different patterns on, so they're kind of just a pump with different patterns. There's ones that had kind of, flowers on and that. But these were £4. I think they're only about 15. What else is in here? Is that all that's left? I think so. Hush Puppies. I picked up a couple of pairs of these. I think it was last year. I'm not sure about the name now, but these are Hush Puppy Looping. Yeah, so Hush Puppy Looping. Somebody's got these listed for £40. But I couldn't find any other listing apart from the ones that are for £40. No sold. So I don't just want to go because they're going for £40 and just shoot £40. So I'm going to go for 30 because there's Hush Puppy court shoes that are going for about £30. So yeah, they cost me a £5. I'll go for 30 on them. And then the last but a couple items is this gold tone Turkish dollar. It's a big one. These confuse the crap out of me. I've got to be honest, the prices confuse the crap out of me. So I'm just holding up the basket there. I've got one listed at the minute that's a brass tone one. I could get away saying that's brass tone, I'm not sure. Which is smaller than this. I've got it listed for £40. Now I haven't just made that price up, that's the price. I found it somewhere. On a UK price. I found it somewhere, so I've gone for £40 because one had sold for £40. Now when I look these up, they're not really going for that much. So yeah, £3, only about £20. I think it's from, but I'm not sure. Can't really read. I can't. My hands on it. So I might do more research on that, but it's still kind of Turkish, Middle Eastern. But yeah, about £20, unfortunately. But the dala, it's just basically a coffee pot with that shirt on. It's a Turkish dala. Right, let's fill my bag. Let's fill my bag back with stuff. I'm going to get this photograph today. You're all going back in the bag. And then I will show you my 2 finds of the weekend. Shout out, Buzz. Yeah, Buzz. It is toxic. This planet is toxic. Buzz is right. Bleeding earthquake gone off today, apparently. I've only just put the news on. I'll try and refrain from watching the news. And then these 2 last bits. If you've been watching me for a while, I've picked up motorcycle stuff every now and then. I think I've still got a jacket in these tubs somewhere that hasn't shifted, but it's a textile one, not a great brand. Saw these 2, they were sitting on top of a car at the Carboot, just sitting on top, and yesterday it was a bit frosty, so they were covered in frost. I just asked the guy how much he wanted for the 2, and he was like 20 quid. I was like, bloody hell, okay. I knew the brand's pretty good, RST. So yeah, just RST, and it's blade, RST blade. So you've got the jacket, a nice leather jacket. The sizing on it is a bit worrying for me. So it says UK 50 on there. So if you look at the RST size guide, again, I might have to do a bit more research into this, just in case it's well known by people that RST sizes are a little bit smaller. So this says a UK 50, 3XL is apparently a UK 50. Now I've put this on. I'm a bit of a fat bastard, but I'm not that much of a fat bastard. That sounds harsh. You know what I mean? You can call men fat bastards. But I'm not a 3XL. I'm not a 3XL. And this doesn't fit me, so I can't zip this up. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. But it's meant to be a 3XL. But yeah, 120 quid. When you look up RST Blade, RST Blade jackets, 120 quid easy. So 120 quid. And then, we also have the Twizzers. These haven't got blade on them, but these will be easier to shift. 120 quid on them as well. So yeah, RST. So if you ever look in, RST is your brand for motorcycle stuff, for the good price anyway. I know I did a video a couple of years ago about motorcycle. Not about them. I don't do videos about certain things, but where I had leathers on before, and they were going for all right money. I can't remember what brand it was. It might have been RST. But anyway, so that was what I picked up the weekend. So I have, it's the 14th, week tomorrow, isn't it? So I have another week of sourcing. My daughter's got a dance exam next Sunday, so it's going to be difficult for me to get out. Next Sunday, I think her dance exam's like at 10:30. So it is pushing it a bit. It is pushing it a bit, so I'm not sure what to do. But I'm still going to go out sourcing tomorrow, Thursday, and then Saturday, hopefully. But I don't know what to do about the Sunday. We'll have a think. But anyway, so that is everything that I picked up. It's alright, not that bad. I'm trying to save the clothing at the minute for the second half of the month. So doing kind of, the bric-a-brac stuff, photographing that for listings during the week, trying to get through that, and then doing minimal clothing, trying to save the clothing for when I'm not sourcing at the end of the month. We'll see how it works out. I'll try and list it's kind of 10 new items a day. So there's 10 old items, 5 on buy it now, 5 on auction, and then new items, 5 on buy it now and 5 on auction. So yeah, we'll see. For now, peace out, stay safe, stay beautiful, and I will see you in my next video.